Hello, everyone. Welcome back to E20 Zone TV. I've just watched West Ham 1, Arsenal 2 in a game where really defensive errors just massively cost us today. Lack of centre halves, lack of signings in the January window really cost us today. Having Cresswell at the back and Fredericks there just didn't, I won't say it didn't work. I thought they'd done well in spells, but you need centre halves. You need natural centre halves and not makeshifts. Do you know what I'm saying? As I always do, let me start off at the beginning. And I thought we come out and I thought the team looked all right. On paper, I thought it's different. Like, I don't know what to expect, but it's different today. And we come out and we looked okay. The game was pretty flat for both sides. Do you know what I'm saying? And for the first sort of 15, 20 minutes of that game, it was just nip and tuck. We was going forward, not much creativity. Lanzini, Ben Rama, Fornells, not a lot there. Bowen was hovering about, nothing major really. And yeah, it was just lack of threat. Do you know what I mean? That's what it was. And then Bowen makes a key mistake, gives the ball away. The ball goes up towards our attacking area, and it goes out for a corner. Ball comes in, and Rob Holding scores a goal for them. Poor defensively. What's Lanzini doing? Why is Lanzini marking Rob Holding? I don't understand that one. I really don't. But then saying that, when you've got very small lads in the starting lineup, your Ben Ramas, your Fornells, your Lanzini, we've got no aerial threat to sort of deal with anything. Do you know what I mean? That's why I've always said crosses are key with certain players, because we just haven't got any big boys in there. Do you know what I mean? When our players are injured. And we go 1-0 down, and I was disappointed. I thought, you know what? I thought we played all right. I thought we controlled it to a point, but it was just one of them ones, really. They didn't do a lot, Arsenal, but they scored. That's the only thing that I can say. They weren't. I don't remember really Fab having to make blockbuster saves, but I will get onto him shortly. And then we sort of went 1-0 down. We imposed ourselves and went, right, let's go again. And then Jared Bowen does a bit of magic, mate. Listen, the boy is top class, but he's had a really, really mixed day today, Bowen. Really has. Let's start off with the goal. I think the goal's excellent. I think the goal, like, one touch, bang, shot, goes in the bottom corner, 1-0, and we're going at half time, 1-0. Second half, we come out, and yeah, again, it's the same thing. We're going forward. We're not really doing much, but like, there's no threat there. Ben Rama put some lovely crosses in, but there's no one in there. There's no one in there. And then they score again. Corner comes in, gets cleared away. I think it's a cross comes in, and Gabriel scores. And I'm sorry, yeah, this is where I'm going to lose my shit now. Right, Fabianski, I do not want this geezer at the club next season as first choice. I'm sorry, he's no fucking good. He's no good. That is straight at him, and he just lets it go straight through him. Straight fucking through him. If that's Areola, that's not going in. That's not going in. Listen, you can get the love affair with Fabianski, but Fabianski today, that header, yeah, he should be saving that. Do you know what I mean? It's not really a lot of pace on it. It's dead straight at him. And he's just completely fucking fucked it. Like, and yeah, we go 2-1 down. And then I'll be honest with you, we didn't look like scoring today after that. But when we was going forward, obviously we made subs, we made changes, and obviously we brought Antonio on, we brought Souček on, we brought Yarmolenko on. And to summarise all three of them, ineffective, all of them. There was just nothing there from us today. I think we was just completely knackered. Do you know what I'm saying? Arsenal done their best to try and waste as much as they could. They were slowing the game down. Saka went down. Eddie and Nketiah wanted to get in a fight with Declan Rice, who I am going to give a massive shout out to today. Declan Rice, fucking yeah, he's a captain, mate. That is a massive captain, and I love the geezer. Absolute top class. Do you know what I mean? That's the sort of passion I want to see West Ham. Has no shit, and dominates, right? And puts his point across like a Roy Keane type player. He reminds me of Roy Keane. Anyone who remembers Roy Keane from back in the day, Declan Rice reminds me of him, mate, but just a world-class version of him. He was excellent today, Dec. Do you know what I mean? To a point. And it's a shame, really, that he ends up on the losing side. Also, I'm going to give another shout out to Mark Noble today. I thought Mark Noble was fucking excellent, mate. Listen, this geezer's retiring at the end of the year, and he done well today. He done well. We all know in 2 weeks' time at the LS, it's going to be a sad day when Mark Noble decides to say goodbye finally from London Stadium and all the fans. But today, I thought he was good. He was a tryout. His passing was excellent. He got stuck in. He gave Xhaka a good go over at one stage. And yeah, Mark's going to be massively missed. Like, that's the dying breed of the old school from Mark Noble. And Mark Noble today, I thought, was very, very good. But obviously, moving to the front line, and it's when I say about Bowen, obviously Bowen had that chance, but also there was a slight incident in regards of Jared Bowen and Ramsdale. Now, you can look at this, he hasn't touched him, but Ramsdale is massively out of control there. Massively. It's an interesting one. It's an interesting debate. Personally, he didn't touch him, so it ain't a foul. But if he does touch him, he breaks his leg. It's as simple as that. For me, I think Bowen should. If Bowen's more cuter, Bowen wins the foul. Do you know what I mean? But I think Bowen sort of come out of it just in time. In one way, you've got to be honest and say, thank God he did come out of it, because if he goes down now, then it's good night for Thursday. The other three players that I'm going to get to, Lanzini, I thought passed the ball well. Nothing really. He passes it good, Lanzini, but what's he really do? Like, not a lot. Benny today put in a few two good crosses. One of the crosses coming to Fornals on his left foot, which was pretty decent. But yeah, again, ineffective. I watched Benrahma closely today, and for me, I looked at him and I just feel that he's too far wide. He's too far wide. And I see people on Twitter and social media saying about run at players. And I've been saying it for ages, yeah. Sometimes he irritates me, Benrahma, but he's too wide. He needs to come inside, like then burst the runs. And really, when he's taking someone on, I want him taking someone on in the box, because he might get us a penalty. Like, for how much skill Benrahma's got, he's got to be running at people in the box, and hopefully they put a leg out. Pablo Fornals today. I see something on Twitter earlier on. A young man put it on there. Adam might be able to tell me who it was, but said it perfectly. Fornals has been getting away with murder last couple of games. Right. Today, I thought he was shocking, mate. Do you know what I mean? He's passing. Everyone says about his passing. His passing was off today. What I don't like about Benny today, Fornals today, sorry, was that he kept passing the ball sideways and back. Like, we need the balls coming straight through the middle, right, or straight down the side for people. And it just seems like it's one too many passes at the end of the day. It's like pass, and it's like it's like overkill. Like, West Ham are not a Manchester City. They will never be a Manchester City unless they spend billions. Do you know what I'm saying? But you've just got to, like, sometimes you just got to, like, do the passes quicker and more, like, not long them out, so to speak. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I thought Fornals was like not really at it today either. Like, but let's be honest, it's not about today, it's about Thursday. I did call this. I thought to myself, best we could get at this game was a draw. We end up losing the game 2-1. It's a major problem now, though. There is a major problem in regards of this, because we haven't won a game in the Premier League since Everton, yeah? And basically, when you look at this now, we are really fighting, like, playing with fire here, massively playing with fire, if we think that we can just turn up in Frankfurt and win. I believe we can win in Frankfurt. I really do. I think when you've got Jared Bowen, Declan Rice in your ranks, that anything is possible. But it's a lot of luck we're going to need. We are going to need a lot of luck over there to try and get through on Thursday. On my final thought for today in regards to this game, it's a game really that I think we deserve at least a draw. I don't think Arsenal were wonderful today. I've got to be honest. I thought they scored 2 goals from set pieces, and Eddie Nketiah had a shot that was saved, and maybe another one which just went wide. What did we really do? Not a lot, but we was in the game. We was in the game for a long, long time. We really, really was. And I feel that these sort of games, that's where the signings would have been key. Do you know what I'm saying? I think we've missed a trick in regards to that. But let's be honest, I think if we'd have asked every West Ham fan yesterday about this game, what's your thoughts on it? Everyone would have said it's all about Thursday, and it is still all about Thursday, in my opinion. Do you know what I'm saying? Mikel come on today. I can't knock him. He didn't. What can he do? There was nothing there today. It's a major game on Thursday, as we all know. And listen, I do believe now is seventh is the best week. I think we're going to get seventh or sixth. I think Man United beat Brentford tomorrow. I think it's all over. I think it's seventh for us. Do you know what I'm saying? But it could have been so much better. It really, really could have been. Like, I think there's been times this year where we have let games go by the wayside. Brentford recently, Burnley at home. Even today's game, I think if we sign a couple of players of top quality ability in January, we go up another level. Do you know what I'm saying? So David Moyes has got a big decision on Thursday night, and he has got to perform probably one of the best tactical masterclasses going for West Ham. And I do believe that is it, really. You know what I mean? It's either Champions League or Conference League. I don't think we get Europa. I'll be quite shocked if we do. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. I will quickly run through all your comments while everyone's here. Let's have a look. Michael says we deserve the point. I agree. Lanzini shouldn't start on Thursday. That's Lanzini. Lanzini shouldn't mark holding. Totally agree. What's going on there? You've got a massive defender against a 5'7", 5'8". Do you know what I mean? Adam's clapping because of what I said about Fabianski. I'm sorry, but Fabianski today, mate, that's enough for me. I mean, I see these rumours, I see this shit about Areola not signing at the end of the season, Areola, and they've already made contact with a goalkeeper, England goalkeeper. Let's be honest, it's Sam Johnson. We all know who it is. For me, Sam Johnson is no good. Do you know what I mean? He plays for West Brom. West Brom are nowhere to be seen this season in regards to the Championship, and Areola's done good things. Fab, not good enough, in my opinion. Luca, hope you're well, son. Yeah, changes made no difference. Yeah, I agree, mate. The changes today were just ineffective. I just think it's just one of them things. Do you know what I mean? I think Arsenal were on it to a point. Arsenal did get away with it, though, today. There's no two ways about it. 2 set-piece goals. If we're full strength today, and that's Dawson, that's Souček, that's Antonio, I think it's a completely different game. I think we went with a style today that just doesn't suit West Ham, in my opinion. Do you know what I'm saying? Overkill passing, and what it is there's passing and there's passing with effect. And today we was just passing the ball around. Yeah, we look good passing it, but we've done nothing with it. It was just overkill, basically, for me. Do you know what I'm saying? Mike Noble. I agree, mate. And then he's changed it to Mark Noble. Yeah, listen, Mark Noble today, mate. Top draw. It's going to be a sad day, as I said earlier on in this video. Mark's been excellent for West Ham, and he really, really has. And he's been through some shit, mate. That boy's been through some fucking shit, and he deserves untold amount of credit. Do you know what I'm saying, for what he's been through? I understand the reason why Mark's doing it, because he wants the club to move on. And listen, this window coming up, the summer window, is going to be huge for West Ham. Right, West Ham have to compete with big guns. They have to spend big money. It's about time they did. Because as fans, we deserve that. Do you know what I'm saying? But Mark's been absolutely first class, and I thought he was first class today. What else have we got here? Bowen should have been more South American or Italian and looked for the contact with the keeper. I totally agree with that comment. 100,000%. I think it's a difficult one though, because if he gets touched, he could break his leg. Now, what's more important, today or Thursday? I know both games are important, but for me, I understand what you're saying. I think if he gets clipped or any sort of contact, Ramsdale's going, mate. And what made it more worse was Mike Dean literally booked him before he even seen it. It was like, yeah. But even now, I think if Bowen can stay on his feet, I think he goes round Ramsdale. But it's one of them ones, mate. It really is. Pathetic once again. As I said, since Thursday, we will lose to Frankfurt, and that's the season over. Listen, I understand the frustration. Don't get me wrong. I'm with you on it, yeah? But my rent won't come to the end of the season. If West Ham do finish 8th, or do finish without any European football or Conference League football, then certain issues has to be addressed, like the January window. And when I look at the research of West Ham in January window, we've signed people in our worst moments. So why are we not signing anyone in our best moment? Do you know what I'm saying? So my rant will come at the end of the season if it doesn't work out how we want it. Fornals' passing was shocking. I totally agree, mate. Listen, he's everyone's favourite son, Pablo Fornals. Don't get me wrong. I love it when he sings. I love it like that he sings bubbles to his kid. I love how he sort of loves the club and he wants to stay for the rest of his career. I get all that, yeah. But what does he bring other than passing? He don't score many goals. He don't create many goals. He's a lack of threat. Do you know what I mean? He don't cross balls in. Like, set pieces have been poor recently, let's be honest. Thursday night was poor. Today, crossing into the box was poor to a point. Do you know what I mean? Ramsdale to make one save that I remember from a Declan Rice cross. Other than that, nothing. There you go. Lanzini and Fornals are a waste of time and no open play. Listen, I've always said this. Anyone who's followed me on this channel, and listen, before I carry on, please do like and subscribe to the channel if you like what I'm saying. Even if you don't like what I'm saying and you want to have an opinion about it, please do like and subscribe to the channel. But my opinion with Fornals and Lanzini is they can't play together in the same team. I've always said that. Yeah, they're too alike. They pass the ball around, backwards, sideways, backwards, forwards. Like, it's overkill. There's no one who really grabs that ball and runs at players. Bowen does it to a point. Benny tries, but he's a bit lightweight. I've got to be honest, he is. And other than that, we haven't really got anyone else who sort of drives with the ball forward. And I think the only person who everyone can sort of say drives with the ball forward and openly says this is Declan Rice. And he's our DM, which says it all. So for me, Fornals and Lanzini, you've either got to play one or none. It's simple as that. But he's meant to sent him over. Benny should play as number 10. I sort of agree on that, yeah. Listen, Ben Rama's a polarising figure. Yeah, people who sort of criticise me say I'm a Ben Rama fanboy. Nah, I think Ben Rama's a decent player. He needs decent players around him. And I do watch Ben Rama sometimes, yeah. And he is in good positions, but no one seems to pick him out. Like, there was today, I think Bowen or Lanzini had the ball, and Ben Rama's in acres of space on the left-hand side, screaming for the ball, and nothing. Maybe Ben Rama needs to start like speaking up a bit and saying, like, listen, I'm here, and start getting a bit more vocal. Because I think what it is with Ben Rama, he just goes into his shell a little bit, and then he's like, bang average. Do you know what I'm saying? But he put in a couple of good crosses today, but what's the point putting in crosses to a geezer who's about 5'8" or 5'9"? You know what I mean? Like, especially when you've got two solid centre halves there. So it's what it is. Yeah, and in all forward we got. Let's skip down a little bit. We've lost twice to shit Arsenal side with a plastic Pep as a manager. Pathetic. Yeah. Paul Chambers in the house. 2 avoidable goals cost us. Gooners ain't all that, and we have to take points off them. Listen, today, for me, sums up West Ham coming to the back end of this season. I feel that the boys are just running out of gas, mate. And when you're trying to rotate, and listen, I'm going to give a shout out to one player who I thought played okay today, is Fredericks. I thought Fredericks was right. Listen, I criticise Fredericks quite a lot. But when you're putting Ryan Fredericks as your left back, who's naturally a right back, you're putting your left back as your centre half, questions need to be fucking asked, people, of why in the January window signings weren't made. We all know Bonner was out for the season, right? We all know that Zuma was having a lot of grief, yeah, with injuries, and we're lucky to get Zuma back. Like, we lost Zuma at the beginning part of December, and we could have lost him for a lot longer than we did. Do you know what I mean? And we should have signed a centre half, a covering centre half. And then what irritates me more than anything, and I don't know about anyone else, but Alex Crowell sits on that bench and he's doing nothing and getting paid for it. Literally nothing. Do you know what I mean? And if he's shit, then send him back. Yeah. If he's not performing, terminate his contract. Do you know what I mean? Because what you're doing is, if you just jeopardised us by playing square pegs in round holes, it just don't work. It just don't work, in my opinion. What else we got? Let's have a look. I'm pleased with the result. I expect to lose one more. Hi, everything really unfortunate today, but there was help by dodgy officials and bad time wasting. But we got something to play for on Thursday, and I haven't. So roll on Thursday. I agree. Fab needs to go. I'm sorry, but I agree. Fab needs to go, mate. Today, if that's Ariola in goal, that ain't a goal. I don't, and I've made that quite openly clear. Do you know what I mean? And if Ariola is not signed at the end of the season, and Sam Johnson is signed at the end of the season, then I ain't going to be best pleased, mate. But Sam Johnson's a bang average goalkeeper playing for West Bromwich Albion, and Ariola is a top goalkeeper who will be France's #1 when Hugo Lloris retires. Simple as that. What we got? People moan about Ariola. Mike Dean, yeah, he's just sooner he retires the better. That's all I can say on that. Let's skip down to the right. Hit the like button, people. It goes a long way. It really helps me out greatly. Agree. Whatever the wage Ariola is worth, don't do cheap option with Johnson. Totally agree, Paul. The time is now for West Ham to flex their financial muscle. And if this Kadinsky is serious, let's see some paper on the tables for some players. Do you know what I'm saying? If GSB are holding out, then come out with it and say that they're holding out for another year and tell the fans. Don't bullshit us, though. Right? That's one thing I will say, because listen, as a West Ham fan and many West Ham fans, you can't lie to the fans. Like, they will see through that crap. Do you know what I'm saying? So this season has to be right, as in regards to the summer investment. Do you know what I mean? To progress, we need to invest. It's as simple as that. And as regard to this season, Thursday is going to be massive, obviously. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification. Thank you very much. Happy Hammer 82. Benny put in some lovely crosses today. If Haller was in the box, listen, we need a striker, mate. There's no two ways about it. We all know it. Yeah. Steve Wilson, you keep backing Benrahma. What does he bring? What I understand the frustration, Steve. Don't get me wrong. People say, well, why'd you keep backing him up? But there's other players who get backed up and get a pass regularly and who do the same sort of stuff as Benrahma. Listen, I can openly say today Benrahma wasn't great today, right? But was any of them great today? Like, was Fornals great today? Not really. Has Fornals been great in the last 3 games? Not really. But you don't ever get a mention about him because he's everyone's favourite son. He's everyone's favourite son. And for me, him, Lanzini, Benny, they weren't great today. But one thing I can say with Benrahma, at least he drags people to him. And he's looking adventurous. He's trying to make something happen. Like, you can keep passing the ball all the time, but if you ain't going to go nowhere with it, what's the point? Arsenal just sit there with a bank of 4 and go, well, come then, break us down. There's nothing there. Right, do you know what I mean? But then what makes me laugh is people will say about getting rid of Benrahma, yeah, for another player. We should have Benrahma and another player, not get rid of one and replace him with another one. That's my opinion on Benrahma, mate. We run out of gas every bloody season. Does the being on the bench bring hope? Maybe. I know it's the most important game in the last 15 years. West Ham is on Thursday night. Come on, you Irons. We need to just imagine hearing them Champions League music. Thursday night's massive, mate. 100%. Kafal should definitely. I think that's definitely play Thursday. I agree. What's people's thoughts on Kafal today? Yet again, I thought he slowed the game down. That's one thing I will say. I thought he slowed the game down a little bit too much. But he got the ball and he nearly. I think Eddie Nketiah nicked the ball off him and nearly scored. So yeah, what's everyone's thoughts on Kafal? Yeah, it's good. Average day challenges. Fornals have shown it in the past. Benny hasn't much. Yeah, but what it is, Sam, with that is you can't go back from the past because last year is the past. This year's a different season. This year, and recent form, with the amount of games that other players have played and got passes in, even Lanzini today. Well, listen, I love Lanzini. That goal, as I always say on this channel, that goal he scored at Spurs away will forever be in my memory, mate. all right, because that was an absolute screamer. But Lanzini's like just not cutting it to a point. Yeah, listen, Lanzini looks lively, but out of Benrahma 4-0 and Lanzini, Benrahma scores more goals than both of them put together. That says it all. Do you know what I'm saying? Look at Benny's goals and assists for the season. What have 4-0? Exactly that, Paul. Exactly that. And listen, everyone's got their favourites, yeah. And I ain't gonna say Benrahma was my favourite because I think Declan Rice today was an absolute masterclass as a captain. He showed what it means to fight for the shirt and fight for the badge and everything, yeah. But when you look at other players, you can't keep giving players a pass because they're a favourite. Do you know what I'm saying? Listen, I won't give Benrahma a pass. Anyone who knows me on this channel knows that I have many times gone in on Benrahma. But sometimes I just feel that he gets a lot of criticism for silly things, like a bad pass or something. But other players can do multiple bad passes and do not a lot, and they don't even get a mention. Do you know what I mean? But it is what it is. Going downhill now, we need a big rebuild in the summer. Lots of workers, but little quality. Absolutely bang on the money there. That comment is comment of the day. That is for me. Lots of grafters, but no quality. And I've got to agree with that. Yeah, Benrahma works hard, hasn't really cut it with the quality. Fornals works hard, nicks the ball, passes the ball, doesn't do anything creative in the final third. And same with Lanzini. Great comment. I thought Kufel was good today. Yeah, I thought he was good, but I thought he just slowed it down a bit too much. Another thing I've got to criticise Fabianski, and I know this is a bit of a rant on Fabianski, right? When he gets the ball from a corner, can we just get it straight out to our wide men? He holds on to it for so long. And when you look at Areola on Thursday night, anyone who's watching this now, watch Areola on Thursday night when he gets the ball. That ball is gone, mate. As soon as he collects that ball, that ball's up the pitch straight away to the players. So today, Fab holds on to the ball massively too long. 100%. Evening, James. Lanzini was toilet again. Kafal did well going forward, but slow and methodical. Yeah, totally agreeing. I thought Kafal was okay. Johnson injured. Benny's been off the ball lately, but look at the stats. He's been one of the most creative players. Listen, you can summarise it with Benrahma, right? Should Benrahma be first choice next season? No. And that's coming from me. Should Benrahma be in the squad next season? Yeah, I do agree on that. Do you know what I mean? I believe he can make stuff happen later on in the game. But you've got to have some creative players in there. You can't keep having hard-working players because hard-working players don't win you Europa Leagues. Do you know what I mean? And let's be honest, Thursday night, we're going to need quality to beat Frankfurt. We ain't going to need hard work. We're going to need like skill, quality, end product, cutting edge, everything. White Dean was great for Arsenal. He really made a difference. I read that Moyes has openly said he's updating his list of players wanted daily to GSB. That tells me he didn't get back in the January window, but took the blame. Well, if that is the case, John, then he should come out and say, mate, he really should. Yeah, to be honest, Lanzini and Fornals pass in the last few weeks has been well off it. Let's have a look what we get down here. Benrahma was our most creative player today, but for me, we created two best chances, scored one. Let's hope Thursday it all comes together. I agree. Let me get down to the bottom here. I love Fabianski, but his time is up. Areola in. I totally agree. And Eastside Views is in the house. Listen, I do love Eastside Views' comments. Time for Moyes to go. No excuses. Where I told you, no points. I've got to say something about Eastside Views. I really have. He has openly said that we ain't winning another game. Over the last sort of 3 to 4 weeks, he said we ain't winning another game this season. And at the minute, he's being proved right. I know people have criticised him and said, "Oh, like listen, I don't agree with the Moyes out thing. Not far from it. But he's right about that. We haven't won a game, and certain games we've let go massively. Like Thursday night, we let it go to a point. Burnley, we got lucky to get a point now. Today, we really should have got something at this game, and we've got nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? So, Eastside Views, I'm not with you with Moyes out. Don't get me wrong, bruv, but I'm with you that it hasn't been good enough over the last sort of 5 weeks. It really, really hasn't. Apart from the Lyon away game, which was amazing. Other than that, we ain't really done a lot since then. It's like that was our masterclass performance. Do you know what I'm saying? So I understand what you're saying. These side views, I really, really do, mate. Anyway, I have done 30 minutes. I'm going to wrap it up there. Listen, it's all about Thursday for me now. Like, we all know it. Like, as fans, we know what's coming on Thursday night. We need a masterclass performance. That includes everyone. That includes Saeed Ben Rama. He has to turn up. And listen, I've backed Ben Rama, and I will continue to back him to the end of the season. If Ben Rama starts in Germany, he needs to run at players. There's no choice about it. Don't keep going wide and hugging the byline, Benny. All right, I'm telling you, bruv. Get the ball, run at their players. And if it doesn't work, keep doing it. Because eventually you will get through. And when you do get through, you will create something, 100%. Pablo Fornals, he hasn't been on it recently, but he needs to turn up on Thursday night also. Massive game. We need Pablo to put in a masterclass. Listen, another one who has to put in there. JB, Jared Bowen, he has to score the goals, mate. Listen, that boy is absolutely top class. And this season, for me, is hammer of the year for me. Everyone says Declan Rice. Everyone says Craig Dawson. I'm sorry, but Jared Bowen, where would West Ham be if he didn't score the goals this season? I wouldn't like to think where we would be. He's been absolutely top draw, 100%. And for me, he's my hammer of the year by a country mile. Mikel Antonio for Thursday night. Listen, didn't see a match of Mikel today, but I'm not really worried about today. I'm worried about Thursday. I think Mikel, if Mikel turns up or goes beast mode on these people, the Germans won't know what to hit them. Do you know what I'm saying? We need you, Mikel, and this is your moment to embrace this. Like you said, a statement the other day after the game, and you turned around and said that we're going to win over there. We need you to perform for us, enough to do that. So please do it for me, mate. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, Souček and Rice, the dream team. They haven't been the dream team this year, but I've got to be honest. I'm glad Souček's had a rest. He come on today, 10 minutes, whatever it was. Didn't really, well, it's fine. It's a kick about in the park for me. Do you know what I mean? And then the back four. Craig Dawson will be returning, and obviously Cresswell goes left back. Zuma will probably be there at centre half with Dawson, and right back is an interesting one. Do you go with the experience of Kafau, or do you go with Ben Johnson? For me, I thought Kafau done well today. I thought Ben Johnson was awful the other night. I really, really did. Out of sorts, out of shape. What's he going to go with, Moyes? He'll probably go with Ben for energy. Do you know what I mean? As simple as that. And then Alfonso Areola in goal to sort of round up the team for me. Obviously, it's all on that. It really is. And I'm rambling on, and I'm going to let you go and enjoy your evening. So, yeah, keep the faith, West Ham. That's all I'm going to say. And if we do end up finishing 7th and we crash out on Thursday, then you know what? It is what it is. But issues need to be addressed in the summer. And I expect many signings and many top signings at that. So it is what it is. Anyway, please do like the video. Please do subscribe to the channel. It really goes a long way. It helps me out greatly. And I'll be back during the week. I will have all the boys on at some point, and we're going to discuss the Frankfurt game. I will have Lucas, who is in the UK. He's been to the game today and probably loving it. Affers, and if I can get Charlie Walsh on, then so be it. You know what I mean? But try and enjoy your Sunday. Listen, Arsenal get the win, but it's not about today. It's about Thursday, and we all know that. So keep the faith for everyone. Enjoy your Sunday. Enjoy your week also. And Moyes, we need a masterclass on Thursday. Good night.